She had only one chance. One tiny moment as the van rolled past a group of bikers. Her wrists were tied, her lips trembling, but she forced her hand up just enough to tap the fogged window twice and hold up 3 fingers, the silent signal for "I need help." She didn't know if they saw it. She didn't know if they understood. But the second the bikers' expressions hardened, she realized something. They had understood perfectly. And now, everything that happened next would determine whether she lived or disappeared forever. The day had begun like any other for 16-year-old Emma. She was walking home from her part-time tutoring job, humming, texting her dad about dinner plans. The sun was setting, casting a warm glow across the quiet street. She never noticed the slow-moving van behind her until a cloth wrapped around her mouth and everything went dark. When Emma woke up hours later, panic surged through her. Her hands were bound, a bruise forming on her arm, and 2 men in the front of the van kept whispering about the drop-off and "no mistakes this time." Her heart pounded so loudly she could barely hear anything else. She didn't know where they were taking her. She didn't know why. But she remembered something her dad once told her: if you're ever in danger and you see strangers, signal. Someone good will notice. She prayed he was right. Meanwhile, on the highway up ahead, 4 bikers from a local charity club called Steel Guardians were riding home from a fundraiser. Their leader, Jake, a man with a tough exterior but the gentlest heart, was unusually quiet. His teenage sister had gone missing years ago, never found. He carried that pain with him every day. Maybe that's why he noticed things others didn't. Maybe that's why fate brought him there at that exact moment. The van sped past them, but Jake's sharp eyes caught the faint movement behind the tinted window: 2 taps, 3 fingers. His heart froze. He signaled the others immediately. They exchanged quick looks. No hesitation. No doubts. "We're following it." The bikers accelerated, engines roaring like thunder rolling across the highway. Inside the van, Emma's hope flickered when she felt the vehicle speed up as if trying to outrun something. She risked peeking again and saw massive bikes tailing behind them. She didn't know who they were, but a tiny spark of hope replaced her fear. Maybe, just maybe, she wasn't alone. The kidnappers cursed, realizing they were being followed. The van swerved violently, trying to lose the bikers, nearly hitting roadside barriers. Emma cried out as she was tossed against the metal interior. Jake gritted his teeth, pushing his bike harder. "Hang in there, kid," he muttered. "We're coming." When the van tried taking a shortcut down an abandoned service road, the bikers split up. 2 followed the van directly while Jake and another rider took a dirt path to cut them off. The van slammed into a pothole, slowing just enough for the bikers to close in. Jake maneuvered dangerously close, pounding on the side of the van. "Let her go," he yelled. But the criminals only grew more frantic. With a desperate move, one biker managed to jam his bike sideways, forcing the van to skid to a stop. Dust flew everywhere. The doors burst open as the kidnappers tried to run, but the bikers tackled them instantly. Jake sprinted to the back door, threw it open, and saw Emma curled up, shaking, her eyes wide with fear and disbelief. "It's okay," Jake said softly, kneeling. "You're safe now. We've got you." For the first time since she woke up, Emma cried relief, shock, everything pouring out. Jake carefully cut her restraints while the others called the police. When officers arrived, Emma asked only for one thing: her dad. Minutes later, he came rushing in, collapsing into his daughter's arms, whispering thank God," over and over as Emma sobbed against him. The next day brought the calm after the storm. Emma and her dad visited the Steel Guardians' garage to thank the bikers properly. Emma, still shaken but stronger than she realized, walked up to Jake and wrapped her arms around him. "You saved my life," she whispered. Jake blinked rapidly, trying not to show how much that meant. "You saved yourself," he said gently. "We just answered your call." Emma smiled for the first time in days. "Then I'm glad you were the ones who heard it." As they talked, Jake finally shared the story of his sister. Emma listened, then looked him in the eyes and said something he would carry with him forever: "You didn't get to save her, but you saved me. And that matters." For Jake, it felt like a wound in his heart finally began to heal. The story became known in town not about bikers being tough, but about strangers refusing to look away when someone needed them. The message spread far beyond that moment. Even the smallest signal can save a life. And the right people won't think twice before answering it. And for Emma, the world no longer seemed as dark as it did inside that van. Because she had learned something too, something powerful. You are never truly alone. Someone out there will always see your signal. Someone will always fight for you.